It's been 31 days since we opened the doors of this clubhouse. 31 days of baseball, of chaos, and of surprises. The smell of pine tar and broken expectations still linger in the halls. We built this team from scraps, took misfit, journeymen, rookies nobody wanted, and threw them into a blender, and somehow it worked. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Orleans Blues baseball. We are officially 1 month into this expansion season, and your Blues are sitting pretty at 22-9, first place in the AL Central. Who saw that coming? Well, while we're celebrating our hot start, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got some glaring issues, and MC Tarkington is not happy. Before we get to that, though, let's break down how we got here. Offensively, this team is overachieving in some areas and struggling in others. Batting average, we're 8th in the league, hitting .256. Solid, but we got to get better. Runs, we're 10th in the league with 135. We're manufacturing offense well, and I do appreciate that. Stolen bases, we're 2nd in the league with 42. We're running wild until MC Tarkington shut us down. But home runs, yikes, tied for 25th in the league with only 28 dingers. We definitely got to start hitting the ball out of the park. It's clear the small ball has worked, but power is non-existent with our team. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, defense. Errors. 29th in major leagues with 26. Jesus. Fielding percentage, we're dead last with .977. We definitely got to pick that up. If you watched our games, you know the routine plays haven't been so routine. And trust me, MC Tarkington has definitely noticed. Despite the defensive struggles, the pitching staff has been the backbone of this team. 6th in ERA at 3.21, keeping runs off of the board. We're tied for first in shutouts with 7, and when they dominate, they really dominate. We're 2nd in saves with 15. The bullpen is definitely coming in and shutting the door, especially when Bryan Baker gets on the mound. Now, let's talk individual standouts. Of course, the talk of the town remains Bobby Miller, our 4-0 ace with a jaw-dropping ERA of .98. He's been unhittable, untouchable, unbothered. When he toes the rubber, the other team is basically playing for second place. Herman Marquez, 4-1 with a shaky ERA of 4.41. Can he be the veteran leader that we need? Slade Sessione, 3-1 with a 3.82 ERA. Solid rotational piece. I appreciate him getting on the mound and at least giving us a little bit of effort. Miguel Castro coming out of the pen is 4-0. Got a 4.24 ERA, but hey, at least he's coming in and getting the job done at times. And then Bryan Baker, we talked about him, 11 saves with a .59 ERA. This dude is ice cold in the night. As we close out the first month of the season, a few names have risen above the chaos in New Orleans, and not just on the hitting side. Let's start on the mound. Bryan Baker is your American League reliever of the month, and there's no debating why. In 11 appearances, he has tallied 12 strikeouts and just a .73 ERA and 11 saves to lock things down. Like I said, man, cold as ice in the ninth. Baker has been the anchor of our bullpen, cool, calm, and a nightmare for opposing hitters. Of course, the talk of the town remains Bobby Miller, our 4-0 ace with a jaw-dropping ERA of .98. He's been unhittable, untouchable, and unbothered. When he toes the rubber, the other team is basically playing for second place. On the offensive side, the future is now. Jackie Miles is our official AL Rookie of the Month, batting .290 with 3 homers and 16 RBIs in 93 at-bats. He's not just holding it his own, he's leading the charge and looking every bit like the #1 prospect in baseball. The kids are producing, the vets are steady, and the bullpen is nasty. The Blues may be an expansion team, but the league is officially on notice. Now, let's talk about the challenge we failed. In our last series, MC Tarkington set a simple goal for us, steal 5 bases against Detroit. The result, only 2. Clearly not enough. So, let's check in with MC Tarkington at this time. Since none of you could be bothered to steal a bag against Detroit, I've turned every one of you into a statue, but I'm not completely heartless. Want those legs back? Prove you're worth the risk. So MC Tarkington has given us a new challenge to earn back our stolen base attributes. We have to win 2 out of the 3 games against the Astros, and we need to score 15 total runs across the series or hit 5 home runs as a team in said series. MC says, you show me offensive firepower, I just might believe you can be dangerous on the base paths again. But fall short and those stealing ratings stay buried. Also, you want to prove you're not just competent, but elite? Fine, I'm willing to be impressed, but only if you blow the doors off the challenge. All right, so now we're looking at a double challenge. So if the team achieves both of the following in the Astros series, scoring 20+ total runs or hitting 8+ home runs, Tarkington, ever the businessman, will pull some strings and secure a team sponsorship deal, bringing in much needed financial flexibility for the upcoming contract decisions that we are going to need to make. And now it's time for us to take on the Houston Astros. This is a team built for October with power, depth, and experience. For the Blues, this series is all about proving we can hit for power while continuing to rely on elite pitching. Can we break the red light rule, or will we be stuck at station-to-station baseball for another week? It's time to find out. Game 1 starts right now. Heading into this Astro series, we're 22-9, first place in the AL Central, and over the last 4 games, the bats have come alive. We're averaging 5.5 runs a game, hitting a scorching .293 as a team, and we've cranked out 4 home runs in that stretch. For a team built on small ball and defense, we've been flexing a little bit of muscle, and we're definitely going to need to do that today. After failing MC Tarkington's last challenge, steal 5 bases against Detroit, we've had our legs taken from us as Tarkington hits us with the red light rule. No steals in this series, period. Jack Akonowitz taking the ball tonight, and look, I'll be real with you, the kid's been fighting uphill battles every time out. He's 1-3 on the year, and tonight's a night where we need him to bounce back and get it and set the tone early. All right, we're in the top of the 3rd, and that's a well hit ball. Another base hit up the middle. I mean, we're ahead to, oh my God. Another one. We're ahead 2-1, so like we just need him to figure it out. Okay, double play ball. There it is. All right, we'll take the 2 outs. Jeez. Whew, maybe they'll settle down now. Alvarez here and caught. What the? Oh, okay. And now it's 2-2. Okay. Jeez. We just talked about defense. We just talked about needing to, what are we doing out here? Now it's a, geez, I can't even get my thoughts together. I am very, very frustrated and frazzled as we are now down 3-2. We need it. Yes, we need a mound visit because what is happening? Okay, all right, let's reset. Let's play some defense. Maybe let's go back and hit at the end of this inning. Let's see what we can do. All right, 1-1. Okay, go back and get that, please. There we go. All right, middle of the 3rd. Jeez, we're down 3-2. Akonowitz did not give us a start that we necessarily needed coming out of here today. Let's see if the bats can get going. Already an error, giving up 6 hits in just 3 innings. Acuna's gonna start us off. Let's see if he can get us going. 1-1. And pop up to the left side. That doesn't help anything at all. Jeez. Okay. All right. We got to figure this out. Michael Garcia now. 1 for 1 today. Got a single. Hopefully he can get us started. We said we were going to have to get some power going. Okay. There it is. Single. Michael Garcia with another one. Okay, that's the start we needed. There we go. We can go with 1 out. Now, let's get the lineup going. Let's turn it over and let's get going. Here we go. Esteury Ruiz in the 2 spot today. See the ball on the outside. 2-1. This would definitely be a moment that we would steal, try to get base runners going, but MC Tarkington has shut us completely down, and now we can't do any of that. Look at that. Almost hitting ourselves into a double play because we can't run, because we did not run at the right time last week. Young Jackie up. Here we go. Cannot go. Must stay even on pass balls. This red light rule sucks. Jackie hitting .306 this year. Already grounded out once here in this game. 3-2 count. Can't even run in this moment. Ball 4 though. Now we got 2-1. That's what we needed. Valdez is definitely a tough opponent, so we got to make sure we stay on top of him, especially when he gives us an opportunity like he just did. Here we go. Tommy Pham coming up now, 0 for 1. Got a good piece. Is that enough? Indeed, it is not. Fly ball out to center field. That ends the inning. Getting 2 on and then not doing anything with them does not help our situation here. In the last 10 games, we are 7-3 though. Finding ways to win. As you can see, we've been putting up some numbers. Average of about 5 runs per game, which is really, really good for our lineup. We're small ball guys, but we're finding ways to put up some runs. Kakanowitz gives up a walk here to start the 4th, and I don't see how he can be in here very long if he's going to continue to throw like this. Misses on a 2-1. Excuse me, on a 1-2. Now 2-2. Oh my God. Get foul. Jeez. 410 feet. Yeah, another homer, he says. And for sure, that one definitely hurts. Yeah, he's got to come out. Now's the time. Jeez. Man, our bullpen and our starting lineup has been really good. I'm not really sure what's happening here now. Tonight, he's just not showing up for us. Calvin Foucher comes up now for his 10th appearance. He's got 3 holds, so hopefully he can hold this team here. I don't know what's happening today, but hopefully he can help us out. Altuve starts it up with a 1-1 count. We got 1 out, thankfully. Ball up the middle, and Miles can't get to it. Jeez. Just giving up hits left and right. 1-1 count. Jeez. Dubon hits now a base hit to right field. Hopefully we can get an out right here. Double play ball right now. That ball is foul. Fair ball, he says. Pham goes out to left. 1 run scores. Terrible throw. 2nd run scores. Also a terrible throw. We are falling apart here, ladies and gentlemen. 7-2 in the bottom of the, the top of the 4th. Oh boy. Tommy Pham goes to left field to go get a ball. He dropped one already today. Grabs this one. And then puts on a perfect throw. 2 down, thankfully. Still 7-2. Finally a strikeout to end the 4th. Jeez, giving up a lot of runs, ladies and gentlemen. That's not going to help our situation here, especially with the inability to run when we need to, when we want to. But we go to the top of the 5th, or excuse me, bottom of the 4th here. Josh Bell starts us up. 1-2 count. Sees that ball go by. Now 2-2. 1 for 1 on the day and 270 on the year. He's got to be a big fly guy for us, because if we're not going to be able to run, somebody's got to put the ball out of the park. That one's not going to get it done. Luis Campusano up. He had a solo run in the 2nd to put us on the board. And gets a hold of another one. Yes, sir. Stupid ball. This one going 419 feet. Luis Campusano letting people know it's going down here in the NOLA. Home run, his 7th on the season. And that's the kind of power that we need going forth. Finally gets a hold of one, a 2nd on the day. But we definitely needed it in this moment, as we were down 7-2, now down 7-3. Jordan Walker looks to follow that up. 0 for 1 on the day. Beautiful hit there. Base hit gets through. Now moves to 1-2 on the day. Jordan Walker with a base hit. Now coming up, Nicky Lopez. Nicky Lopez, an extra player that we picked up. But definitely a great player that we can do something with down the line. Young player, which I appreciate. Hitting 248 on the year, 1 home run with 7 RBIs. Looking at good going here. Can we get started? Good swing. Base hit. Josh Bell moves up 1 base as the ball is right in front of him. Nicky Lopez with another hit. Attaboy. Acuna now up. Hopefully we can get him going, man. A young player, gifted athlete. Hits into a double play That ends the fourth. We're getting the base runners. We're getting the guys on. We just got to find a way to get them in. That's the second inning in a row now. We've had 2 on and done nothing with it. Big Fly helps us out, closes the gap, but we got more work to do. Let's go.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1 count.
And it finds its
Base hit finds its way through.
And a good start to the inning.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he could have done anything differently there. But at least it's only a first base. Maybe we can get a double play ball. Fly ball, though. We'll take it. Ruiz gets under this one. Forces him to go back to first base. Keeps the double play in order. That's what we need. Top 5. We got to find a way to get to the 6th here without giving up any runs. Ball. 3-1 count. Oh, my goodness. Now walking a run. Excuse me, not a run. Now walking the man on. But that always comes around, right? Like anytime you walk a guy, in my opinion, he always comes around to score. So we definitely got to make sure that we're reducing the amount of walks we got. 2-1 count. Fouled off. Okay, here we go. 2-2. Now we're doing good things. Jeremy Pena 1-2 on the day. There it is, baby. Strike out. Needed it, needed it, needed it. All right, we got 2 down. Let's go ahead and find the last out here. Yeah. Base hit. Jordan Walker makes the throw to the plate. Okay. Still haven't scored, ladies and gentlemen, which I appreciate. Need to switch some things up here, so we're going to go to the bullpen. That is such a rule. Shane Smith steps onto the mound. Shane Smith was a Rule 5 draftee, so we had to keep him on the roster, on the top 40 roster. So let's find a way to use him. Is now the time? 3 balls, 1 strike. They still haven't scored. We got to find a way to get out of here. Jeez. All right, that doesn't help us out as we walk in a run. I told you, anytime we walk, guys, we're going to give up runs, and we definitely can't do that. Oh, my goodness. Base hit scores 1. Ground rule double scores 2. We're now down 10-3. Jeez, this sucks. Highlight of the day is a fly ball. Excuse me, it's a foul ball. Finally finding out number 3. Gets the strikeout. Smith steps off the mound. 10-3, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We got a lot of work to do. Garcia, Ruiz, Miles up next. Let's go, boys.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Garcia steps it up. Let's go. Start this inning off. 2 for 2 on the day, but this one does not get through as Valdez is able to field the PFP and gets the out. 1 out. Gotta start swinging at some better pitches. Even he's saying it as talking about the sinker. Ruiz up next. Okay, that might get down. Oh, come on. Help us out. 2-2. Well hit ball, but you know it's right at the guy.
That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And now the
2 outs in the inning. Come on, Jackie, start us up. Rally on 2, we go with you. Sees a ball, slider up and in. 2-2 count, 2's on the board. Jeez. Strike 3. And throws him out just to make sure it's confirmed. We got nothing done there in the bottom of the 5th. They are doing all the hitting, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing nothing. We got 7 hits, but we are not bringing them around in time. They have 13 hits, and they are capitalizing on it. We got to find a way to get it done. Brandon Bernardino comes in as he takes over in the top of the 7th, gets the first strikeout. Now a 1-2 count. Gets the ball up the middle, and that one gets through. Okay. Bernardino should be able to shut this down. Jeez, nope. Gives up another base hit. Is that going to score him? Wild throw, followed by a second wild throw. Man, I got to work on those skills. RBI double that should not have been a double scores 1. Now 11-3. And another base hit. Let's see if we can get Walker to throw him out. Come on. Stops him in his tracks, that's for sure. That'll work. Still sets up a double play ball. Maybe we can get one here. Let's go. Hey, all right. Slider goes in on Alvarez. Bernardino gets the second strikeout of his inning. Got to take it yourself then. Bullpens got to realize they got to take it themselves because we are not playing defense. We are not good defensively, and it is not okay. But here we go. We're trying. We're trying. All right. Christian Walker up now, 2-2s. Base hit. Nope. There we go. Finding a way to get it done. Only giving up 1 run. I say only, but geez, 16 hits. This is not looking great for the squad. We're in the middle of the 7th. And Acuna's up. Gets a good piece of 1. Come on, ball. All right, 369. Barely getting over. Acuna hits his 3rd home run of the season. We definitely need it. Like I said, man, we got guys getting on base, but we are not capitalizing. Yet another solo home run. While we need the runs, we need guys to get on in front of them. You know, I don't even think the running rule would have helped in this situation. We're down 11-4. 2 outs still. Michael Garcia, leadoff hitter. Sees 1 on the outside. It's 2 for 3 today, hitting .211 on the year. Got to get him going. Maybe we got to switch up this lineup. Try some new things. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman, and he is out. We are not helping ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Luis Angel Acuna, though, getting a hold of 1. 363, barely getting over, but hey, it got over. We're heading out to the 8th inning. Let's see what happens next.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
We got the Astros a few more times. We'll see who the player lock game is on next time. And then we head out west. Strike 2 there for Bernardino. Gets a ground ball. Jackie Miles comes up throwing. And gets the out. Lead off out. Here we go, playing a little defense. Come on, Blues. Come on, boys. Starts with defense. My coach always used to say 3 pillars of baseball: defense, pitching, and hitting. We might have the hitting in right, might have the pitching right, but got to get the defense right. Yordan Alvarez now hits a ground ball to second base. He is indeed out. And we go to Christian Walker with a 3-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. Come on. This is what I mean. We definitely got to get better. Got to find a way to get our boys good here. No way we should be giving up a double like that. Jeez. Not much we can say here. Go get that ball, Tommy. No, sir. 14-4. I understand why we're booing. That's why we need to make a change. Jay Cousins now coming in. His 13th appearance. I mean, I don't even think there's much for him to do. It's just, can you get the last out, bro, so we can go hit? Ball 4. No, he cannot. No, he cannot. Okay, all right, okay. 1-1 count now. Gets a slider in, foul ball off. Now 1-2. Strike 3. There we go. We need 10 runs to keep going here. I don't know if we're gonna have enough firepower to get it done, but let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. All right, Josh Bell starting it off 2-2 count. Well struck ball. Not enough though. You can always tell, right? Out. 1 down. Luis Campusano. 2 home runs on the day, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, all single shots. not ready to take anybody with him, but man, we got to find a way to get some guys on. Ball back up the middle. Campusano starting to show out a little bit. Might earn a contract, man. You got to remember, everybody on our team does not have a contract next year. So Luis Campusano trying to make a name for himself. We need him. It's clear. Jordan Walker now. Can we get going here? 14-6 sounds great, Jordan Walker. Fouled it off. Okay. 14-6 sounds great, Jordan Walker. Let's go. Can you get a good piece? Fouls off another one. 1 and 2 count. Jordan Walker 1 and 3 on the day, hitting 236. Got to find him some RBI opportunities as well. Ew. Yuck. Oh, my goodness. Nicky Lopez coming up to finish this thing out, I guess. Can he get a hit? 14-6 sounds great. Let's get a good piece of one. Send this thing. There we go. Not enough. Damn, commentator even said that's going to do it. Well, the Astros take game 1, and we did not get anything done that we were supposed to get done in this particular game. We're looking at 0 for 1 with the wins, only 4 total runs, and just 2 home runs. But we definitely got to change the tune here as we look forward. All right, here we go. Josh Bell's player lock game. As GM, it's my job not to just build a competitive team, but to also manage the chaos that MC Tarkington loves to create. Bell's been solid for us, sitting 3rd in RBIs across the league, but with this red light rule in place, we're relying on him to be a force at the plate tonight. No stolen bases means no small ball magic that we're used to. This team needs power, and Bell has the ability to deliver. As GM, I'm watching every swing, every at-bat, every move that can get us back to being a team that can play with speed and strategy. This is where the veterans like Bell need to step up. And if this is his time, we need to see it now. Let's see if Bell can break through in the player lock game and help us regain the momentum we need. Bobby Miller toes the slab for us today. We'll see if he can get it done. He's 4-0. He should be our guy. We definitely need him to push forward and make this his yard. Let's go. All right. Josh Bell over at first base means that we got to place a little bit of first base, which I am not used to, so I do not know which and where to. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Okay. Giving up 1 run already, not helping Bobby Miller at all. Maybe we can help from the plate. Here we go with our first at-bat. Hitting 263 on the year. Again, this is the guy that we got to get going. All right. 0-1 on the outside there. Well hit ball. Ah. Man. Hit it hard, but right at somebody, as always, is the tail. We head back out to the field. Now the top of the 3rd. Houston's up 3-0. Apparently they got to Bobby Miller. Looking at turn 2 here. Okay, we get the first out. I had nothing to do with it, which I appreciate because I would have messed that all the way up. We go now to Josh Bell's next at-bat. 1-5 in the series with a home run and an RBI. We're down 3-2 at the bottom of the bottom of the 3rd with 2 runners on, 2 outs. This is a good moment to come show up. Ah. Just missed it as we fly out to center field and we get nothing out of it. Again, that's been our problem the last couple of weeks. Not being able to push across runs when we need to. And that was definitely a moment against Houston of all teams that we needed to push one across. Okay, now we're holding on a runner. This is weird. Hard hit ball. Apparently that was supposed to be mine. I was going to cover. They expect a lot out of Josh Bell. This is not an agile brother, but okay. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-2. Runner on first. This will be a good time to get into one. Ugh. Ball inside. Excuse me, strike inside. I thought it was a ball. That's why I didn't swing. Agreed. Definitely the run that we definitely need. And I'm swinging at a sinker down to the bottom. No, you will not see movement as we are still in the red light district and cannot go anywhere. Yes, I know what I just said. Oh, and 2. Yeah. But it gets through. Okay. That's a base hit. We needed a little something bigger, but we'll take whatever we can get. Maybe Expanshon can come up behind us and get the job done. Or Walker. I'm not really sure who's in behind us in this lineup. It is indeed Expanshon. Getting a lead from first base as Expanshon takes a 3-2 count. Pop up. Ew. Infield fly rule is indeed called, and we get nothing out of it. 2 runners on again. This seems to be the theme of this here video, as we are not producing when we have runners in scoring position. Hopefully Jordan Walker can get us going now with 2 outs. At the bottom of the 6th here, we need something. Ball hit to the right side, fielded, and he is indeed out. That ends the 6th inning, and man, we are not producing with runners in scoring position, and that is not okay, especially because we can't run. This would be the moments that we would run, but red light rule is killing us right now. Top of the 8th, 5-2 as we give up yet another run. 3-2 count. Ball to third. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yet another run. Yo, playing first base is different. I am not used to this. I am a natural shortstop and have only played shortstop in this game. But here we go. We're going to figure this out. And our last at bat, we're 1 for 3 now with a single and with an asterisk around it. We'll take it, though. See if we can get something going here with 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Well hit ball, just out in front of it, way too early. Pulls it foul. Splitter down, missed that one. It's not looking good. The crowd's not really behind us in the moment. Now I'm just swinging at everything because I'm afraid to strike out here. And yet there it is. Josh Bell striking out once again. Goes 1 and 4 on the day. And it's definitely a rough day. Well, we'll chalk that one up to frustration, fatigue, and flat out missed chances. Man, so many guys on base, and we were not able to bring them around. We dropped game 2 against the Astros, and Bobby Miller, our ace, our golden boy, finally gets tagged with his first loss of the season. 5 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned. You could tell he didn't have the sharpness that he needed. And Josh Bell, our focus tonight, while the stat sheet shows just 1 for 4, his presence in the heart of the order was felt. We needed that big swing, but never came. And about that challenge from MC Tarkington, we're now up to 6 runs in the series, still only 2 home runs. The scoreboard's moving, but just not fast enough. We need a surge and fast if we're going to avoid whatever red tape Tarkington decides to cook up next. Series finale coming up next. We need a win. We need homers. We need to remind this league why the Blues are 22-11 now and leading the Central. 1 more game to turn this thing around. Now, let's get it done. Yilber Díaz on the mound tonight. Oh, line drive to center. Gets the out in the top of the 7th. As we see, the New Orleans Blues are up 9-0. Finally getting some runs here tonight. Definitely something that we needed. Yilber Díaz looks like he's going late into this game, which we can appreciate as well. Ground ball up to Lopez, and we finally get that out. Now we're seeing the bottom of the 7th. Let's go to it. MC Tarkington has to be satisfied, right? Nah, probably not. You're right. Garcia starts us up in the bottom of the 7th. Ball up the middle. There we go. Looks like the boys got the bats out tonight as we needed a win here in this series. against the Astros. Man, it's been a rough one, but putting up 9 runs in the first 6 innings without me, that's pretty good too. Nicky Lopez sees a sinker go through as strike 1. No outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Luis Garcia on the mound. Ground ball to the shortstop. Safe at first. Lopez legs it out. Luis Campusano has been hot as of late. 2 for 3 last night with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. A couple nights ago, found a couple home runs to get out as well. Now a ground ball up the middle. Brother stays hot. Lopez stays at second base. Can we continue to add to this? As we only have 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. As Jordan Walker now comes up, hitting in the 4-hole tonight. Gets a good piece here. That's got to go, right? Doesn't get out, but it gets to the warning track. Jordan Walker looking to go 3. Does not get there, but he does get 2 runs in. Jordan Walker, that a boy. Way to get us going. Jackie Miles now hitting 5. Sees a cutter on the outside. Jordan Walker trying to take a chance there, which I can appreciate. Maybe we're not able to run on the base path as far as stealing or as far as advancing on past balls, but he's trying to get something popping here as he goes for a triple. Hey, who am I to hate? Jackie Miles fouls off another one. 1 for 3 on tonight. Now 1-2 count. Just behind on that there sinker. Sees the ball up the middle. Can he beat it? And he does not. Great play there by the shortstop. Sorry, I didn't remember his name. Sorry. Pena, that's who it was. That's the end of the 7th inning. As the Blues now up 11-0. Finally factoring it, finally getting those runs in. 13 hits. Yilber Díaz going 7 innings, with no runs. Only 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on the day. Let's keep it going. Now sees the top of the 8th. 1-1 count now. Foul ball off. 1-2. Good pitch. Fouled off once again. Can he get the out? Strike with a generous call there from the umpire, but we'll take it. His 3rd strikeout on the day. Now has Hunter Renfroe in the batter's box. Yilber Díaz throwing 89 pitches now. I'm wondering if we can let him go into the 9th inning. Hopefully he can get out of this pretty quickly and he doesn't have too many pitches. Another generous strike 3 call. 4th strikeout on the night. 2nd one looking. Check out the ump cam here. That's right down the middle. You got to swing the bat, bro. Go have a seat. Diaz now with a 2-0 count. Gets the ball fouled off. 2-1 with 2 outs. Strike 2. And now gets a pop-up. We'll take it. Diaz threw 8. Only giving up 1 hit and 1 walk. Dominating. That's what we need. Pitching staff looking great. Got to keep it going. Will Benson up to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Now with a 2-2 count. Whoa. Late on a sinker. That's way up. Definitely should have hit that ball. But missed it, which results in a strikeout. Tommy Pham now up to the plate. Good piece there. Good swing. Tommy Pham always quietly hitting on this game. So we got to make sure we keep him in the lineup. Deshaun Kiersey Jr., 3 for 3 on the day. This kid's showing out. 364 on the year. Not when I control him. Double play ball ends the bottom of the 8th. As the boys only see one get on. Double play ball, go ahead and shut that down. We got to throw Diaz. Has to happen. Let's go. Gets a pop up. Kiersey Jr. under that one. Pulls it down. First out. Diaz about to throw a shutout game here. Let's see if we can get this done. Dubon up next. 0-1 count. Strike 2. Ew. Call it like I see it, umpire. Strike 3. Another strikeout there. Is that the 5th on the day? Diaz getting it done here. Only 105 pitches. I mean, he's going for the shutout. How can we not go with it? 2-2 count. 2 outs. Looking to shut this thing down, and does. The Blues win. Picking up another win, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely needed that one. We had to get one in this series, and boy, did we ever need it. Yilber Díaz just pushes himself into Blues folklore with a 1-hit complete game shutout. 9 innings, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, not a single runner past second base. That man was calm, he was commanding, and he was clinical. That's the kind of performance that stops losing streaks cold and earns you the serious respect of the clubhouse. And our offense, mercy. The bats woke up like they heard MC Tarkington was pulling up to the ballpark. Michael Garcia continues to be the engine, 2 for 3, scoring twice. And Luis Campusano might have been the quiet MVP. 3 hits, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a couple of runs for good measure. The breakout star, though, Deshaun Kiersey Jr., a man on a mission, 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs. A swing that might have rattled the train tracks and left. Jordan Walker wasn't far behind either, slapping 3 hits of his own and driving in 3. The lineup exploded for double-digit runs and a statement win to close out the series. Definitely something that we needed. And let's talk about the owner's challenge. MC Tarkington wanted 15 runs and 5 bombs to lift the red light on stealing. We gave him 17. However, we fell 1 short. But after that dominant finale, I wouldn't be too surprised if the boss man's a little generous and a little bit of a generous mood. Let's just hope his calculator counts performances like Diaz's as double. We're 23-11. The league is on notice, and if we keep this kind of momentum, Tarkington just might loosen the leash. Just might. The Blues are flying high, but in New Orleans, we know better than anyone. 1 gust can knock the whole train off the tracks. Let's keep the momentum rolling. We'll see you next time. Peace.